Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a Student's Philosophical Information, or ASPI. Today, on ASPI, we'll be taking a look at a question that's plagued the greatest minds in human history. Said Baggins in 429 BC, Makris anthropos kakos. Translated, we get the common philosophical question, what makes good rat? Before we work on answering this question, we'll have to define our terms. First, what is good? Many scholars believe that what Baggins meant by good was reaching of a standard, but that's just their opinion. I choose to go with the third definition on Google, possessing or displaying moral value, virtuous. So now the question becomes, what makes virtuous rat? But what is virtuous? Well, to be virtuous is to have high moral standards. Obviously, there's only one definition of the word. However, what is a high moral standard? After all, Voltaire teaches us that morality is subjective in his book Apex Homosexuality from 1694. An excerpt, if you will.
Parfois, le meurtre est correct, à mon avis subjectif.
Oft murder is acceptable, in my own subjective opinion. This disproves objective analysis. Where does that leave us? Well, we have to ask the question, what makes good rat, in my opinion? This works to our advantage, as it is a fact that everything is subjective. But what is an opinion? Well, for that, we look to Baggins' teacher, that being Mr. Freudian. In a transcript of the 512 BC novel Gala Rhinocerotis Melanticis Arachnis, Freudian tells us, Ialitea einai tosemetis pepoetisis, or the truth is the lie of belief. But what does this mean? Well, in my opinion, what he factually meant was that what we believe to be true is really just our opinion. And so, we come back to our question. The question. That which has come to symbolize a divide between the upper and lower classes. What makes good rat? Well, I think what Baggins intended with this question was to spark this very discussion, to make us realize that objectivity does not exist. As Bilbo Baggins once said,
J wa Lion Kingを見ていません?
That will have to do for this episode of ASPI. On screen are some of the people who inspired this video, and I highly recommend their videos on philosophical tisms. Also on screen is a link to my Patreon. I'm just kidding. I won't have you people paying for this garbage.